I felt a sincere sense of nostalgia watching this film.
That's odd. So did I.
And I think it's because your lead character, you're seeing the story through the eyes of the kid.
Yeah.
And it made me feel like a kid watching those movies. I'm like, you know, when Chuck suggested that I watch Samaritan, I was like, you know what? Suck my dick and I'll think about it. Anyway, so I watched it.
And I didn't have to suck his dick, by the way.
You blew the fucking joke. God damn it. I set it up so easy. It's like T-ball and you couldn't fucking hit it.
No, I you know how many guys out there
already,
I mean, I'm well sought after.
I dress like this. I wear this shit.
I am this close to being sex trafficked. Okay? This close.
Your people do seem to be susceptible to working in massage parlors.
Welcome to Two Gaming Dudes. And we're talking about Sylvester Stallone in The Samaritan.
I was trying to think of the last time I saw a Stallone movie that I didn't like. He's fucking great. I
really enjoy Stallone. I love his movies.
He's fucking great. I understand. If I looked through his IMDb, I'm sure I'd find shit.
Oh yeah, but there's Stopper, My Mom Will Shoot.
Yeah, that was one.
There's a story behind that, and that's fantastic. By the way, it's actually funnier than the movie. If you don't know the story, you have to look it up someday. It's really funny.
When your career spans 40 years,
yes,
you're gonna have some stinkers. But for the most part, the man is just fucking great.
Yes,
he knows exactly what we want, and he gives it to us.
And the movies that I enjoyed the most, because I watched them a lot when I was growing up, were the movies like Over the Top and Cobra and
Demolition
Man, and all these other like over the top violent movies. I just enjoyed the hell out of them. And then here comes The Samaritan. And it was that kind of movie. Like it was that kind of violence. I can't tell you how much I really enjoyed it. So Mike was curious and he's like, I wonder who the writer of this was. And I was like, hell if I know.
Well, yeah, I looked up the director.
Right.
He hasn't done shit.
All right. So it's the writer that I thought was funny.
Yeah, that's even more funny.
So this is the dude.
Bragi shit.
All right. So he wrote the Ninjagos TV series.
For fuck's sake.
And Escape Room. Both of them. I don't know if you've ever seen Escape Room. It's like a more fun and family-friendly version of Saw.
Right.
Like it's not gruesome, but it's definitely like torture-filled and it's one of those kinds of movies.
But did he actually write the real one or the direct-to-video Tournament of Champions sequel one?
They're both the same shit. I mean, there's moments in Escape Room where people are getting melted with acid. And then he also did Ninjago.
So he hasn't done shit.
And then he wrote The Samaritan.
But that as we were discussing this, that means in Balboa is the name of his production company.
I think it should have been called Cobretti, but whatever.
So in the production offices, they were like, I need a list of all the available screenwriters. And like, there's this guy. Crap. Who's this guy that did Ninjago? I want him.
My kids like Ninjago.
His kids are like 50.
That's okay. My kids are 50 and they like Ninjago.
I'm a stupid kid like Ninjago. I felt a sincere sense of nostalgia watching this film.
That's odd. So did I.
And I think it's because your lead character, you're seeing the story through the eyes of the kid.
Yeah.
And it made me feel like a kid watching those movies. I'm like, fucking great.
Okay, so much the same way that the movie Everything, Everything, All at Once, kind of like how that movie was playing upon the whole multiverse thing and just did it better. I feel like this kind of grabbed all the superhero shit that we were just getting tired of. It was like, hey, here's one more superhero movie. We're going to do a Stallone style. And so they did. And I'm like, this is fantastic. I loved this. It is definitely a superhero movie. But it is, I don't know, would you say it's like a more street level, like the way Daredevil was, kind of?
It's not space aliens threatening the entire planet.
No, it is not.
It's low level street crime, protecting the innocent type shit.
Yeah.
And that's really cool.
Yes.
I especially liked. I don't know if we're going to spoil this or not.
All right.
There might end up being spoilers here.
There's going to be some spoilers from this point forward because there was a fantastic moment. It's a great twist. So if you haven't seen it yet, seriously, stop watching this. Go watch Samaritan and then come back. Yeah, because I hate ruining a good movie. All right, you've been warned.
I noticed a good ways into it. I didn't know who I wanted to root for. And this isn't the thing like when I was a kid and I would always want Cobra to beat G.I. Joe.
Right?
Just to be obstinate. I was like, you know what? This lead villain, Cyrus, makes a point. That he was fighting this... Yeah, Nemesis was the criminal. But he was like a Robin Hood criminal. He's fighting for the underprivileged and the desperate and the hungry.
Right.
Fuck. And who's the Samaritan was just another cop. Like, fuck. That's really cool real world dichotomy. And then, you have the big reveal, and he himself says it. Good and bad live in all of us. Fuck, that is awesome.
Yes. So the story set up, you've got two brothers. One of them is the Samaritan, the other one is the Nemesis, and they both have the same powers, and they fought each other a lot. And then it all came to head at one big conflict where Samaritan killed the Nemesis and then disappeared. And has been gone for all these years and until this kid finds him. And I knew, like, it's a very predictable movie, but I knew as soon as he started talking about him, I said, holy shit, that's not Samaritan. Oh, damn. I bet you it's not. And sure, what a great moment when he looks up and says, you keep calling me the good guy. I'm the bad guy. And I was like, oh, fuck. He's going to kill all these people. And then, he does, in like traditional Stallone style, just starts murdering people. And it is fantastic.
It's interesting that you mentioned you like the over-the-top violent Stallone style. One of the critiques that I've read is that this was a PG-13.
Really?
And
well, I mean,
whoever the writer was didn't like that they stopped there. He thought they should have gone further, pushed it to an R rating, and gone further with the violence and the gore and all that shit. And I completely disagreed. I thought they had it perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
There was no need to go silly The Boys style.
No, because then you would get ridiculous. Because then all the blood is CGI blood, and you can tell, and it would just look goofy at that point. I thought this was...
And there's just no reason for it.
Yeah. You can definitely tell it's violent. I mean, they don't shy away from the violence. But they also didn't need to blow up heads and stuff.
You don't know the Rocky series very well, do you?
I know it fairly well, but I haven't seen the Apollo series.
Oh, they're great.
Are they?
They're great. They're not like this. And Stallone, even Rambo, which became this ridiculous action series, it didn't start off. First Blood was not a ridiculous action movie.
No, it was not. It was very grounded and very emotional at the end.
Right. And I love that about Stallone, that he can do both.
Yeah.
And do them well. The original Rocky, it's one of the greatest films of all time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, Rocco, why don't you take that girl to the zoo? Retards like the zoo.
Hey, why you gotta talk to me like that?
Because I don't like your face.
I don't like your face.
It's a great movie. Hopefully you've all seen it.
Get it out, both of you, because you're driving me crazy. Rocky, is that girl really retarded?
Oh, man, she's not retarded. She's just shy. She's not retarded.
Hey, Red.
What?
Hey, she's retarded.
She ain't retarded, she's shy, you know?
I'll tell you what to do. Take her to the zoo. I hear retards like the zoo.
Hey, this bum gotta say that.
All right, back it up, buddy.
I'm calling you a bum.
Ironically, in Rocky 2, he takes her to the fucking zoo.
That's the Rambo series, because they got pretty silly. By Rambo 3, it was just ridiculous. And then Rambo 4 came around, and I loved that. Like, that's, for me, it's the first one and then the fourth one.
Yeah.
And that's like the perfect duo. I don't need anything else. And then they made one more, and God, it was awful.
When he fights the Mexican drug cartels.
Yes, that is just, I wish they had not have done that. They ruined it. So I just like to pretend that never happened. That doesn't exist.
Yeah, we'll retcon that. Yeah. Never happened.
No. Said we can go straight to Samaritan.
I loved everything about it. Everything. I have no complaints at all. Cyrus. I don't remember the actor's name. He's an awful actor. Just terrible. And I remember he was Huron Greyjoy in the Dragon series. Not House of Dragon. Fire and Ice. The one before that. House of Dragon. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
He was Huron Greyjoy in House of Thrones, and he sucked in that too. He's just not a good actor.
Okay. But
Beyond that,
I mean, he's playing a very typical bad guy with very typical bad guy motives.
yeah, I guess.
It's fine. He's fine. He kind of plays a character that doesn't really have to be great. He just has to look kind of menacing.
Yeah, just make him look ridiculous and go say the lines.
Yep. Say the lines.
It was fine.
Pretend these tattoos are actually yours.
Yeah, I love it.
Good to go.
Love this movie.
Yeah. So there you go. Highly recommended. 2 thumbs up. Do see it. It's on Amazon.
Or, the internet.
Or the internet. Whatever.
By now
However it
it's
is
on,
that however it is that you like to stream your movies.
I don't
be
want
sure
to say
go watch
the
it.
KODI word, but
But if you're one of our fans, we figure you know.
deadbeat.
Click subscribe, ring the bell, leave some comments, do all that shit. Share it with your friends and family. They'd love to see us.
Probably.
And we'll see you in another episode.
Bye now.